Hey guys, Figsy here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you guys my monthly pickups from the months of February, March, and April of 2020. It's been a while, but I've finally got enough pickups here to show you guys a decent amount for a video. As you guys may or may not know, I left my job 10 months ago to start reselling on eBay full-time, which is going really well, but with that in mind, I do have less disposable income for things like my collection. However, nevertheless, I'm still a collector. I'll still always be a collector. So these videos are going to continue, and I'm glad that I got heaps of stuff to show you guys. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to start with PS1 games. Here we have London Racer 2. I actually had this one previously, but I didn't have the manual, so I sold off every PS1 game I didn't have a manual for at one point, and it's nice to get a complete copy. Now here's one that was pretty exciting. This is GX Deep Cover Gecko. Gex is an old series. I think it started on PS1 and the N64, and yeah, it's like 3 or 4 different titles for it. I've never actually played it. Here we have Street Skater. Now, there was a ton of like skating, BMX, snowboarding games all on the PS1 and PS2. A lot of them are really fun, even the niche ones. So I'm sure this is a fun game, but I've never played it before myself. Here we have one I have played. That is Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Played this one as a kid. I'm pretty sure I borrowed it from a video store, because I definitely didn't own it. Maybe it was a friend's house. But it's nice to get a complete copy for the collection. Here we have Hidden and Dangerous on the PS1. And this one looks kind of like a James Bond sort of rip-off title. It looks pretty cool though. And the final PS1 game we picked up is Gunship. This one's like a you fly in a helicopter and shoot things type game. It looks pretty cool. I thought it might have been a shoot 'em up from the title, but unfortunately it's not. That's all the PS1 games, guys. One PS5 game sitting here, so I'll show you guys that. And that is WWE 2K22, the deluxe edition. I wanted to get the new one, but I figured I'll just wait for a price drop, and this is only $19 and I'm having fun with it. So yeah, I'll eventually pick the new one up and probably resell this one. I did also pick up Hogwarts Legacy and played through it, but as you guys may or may not know, with new games I like to play them, sell them, get most of my money back, and then maybe rebuy them a few years later. Like, you know, the $19 game over the $79 game. I think I sold Hogwarts for $5 less than I bought it for, so I got to play a new AAA game for $5, you know. Alright, let's get into the PS3, guys. There's a bunch of PS3 games here, so this is pretty cool. First one isn't too special. It is Ashes Cricket 2009. This is the UK copy. I have the Australian one, of course. I've got the 2 cover variants for 2010, so I figured I may as well grab the 2009 one as well. I got some games from you guys. So this is from Denny's. Thanks, Denny, for this one. And this one is the Duke Nukem Forever Duke's Kick-Ass Edition. And this includes bonus content as well as a 3D poster, which is inside. I'm super stoked to have this one in the collection. I missed out on getting it a few years ago, so I'm pretty happy to have it finally. This next game was again from one of you guys. This is from Justin. Thanks, Justin, for this one. This is a New Zealand exclusive that I wasn't even aware of until recently. It is Watch Dogs, the New Zealand Special Edition. So pretty cool. It's generally a New Zealand release, this one, so it's really cool. Like the New Zealand ratings actually printed on the artwork here. Where if you guys are in New Zealand, you'll know most games aren't like that. I later found out that there are a couple of like Call of Duties and Grand Theft Auto and stuff that do have the rating on them, which I wasn't even aware of. Yeah, so what you don't know, right? Here's one that one of you guys pointed out. This is cool. So shout out to AJ for letting us know about this one, and Sean for doing some testing. So here we have Beat Sketch. Now this is the Chinese English version, region 3. However, most people think that the Japanese version is in English. There was a very, very popular forum post that went around the internet a few years ago stating that this game plays in English in Japan. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. And thanks to Sean and AJ for testing that, this game does not play in English in the Japanese copy. So the only way to get the English version is this region 3 copy. So technically this adds to the elusive Chinese English set if you want. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to have this one in the collection. Some more games from you guys. These are from Clean, a collector over in the US who will be on the podcast in the next couple of weeks. So you guys are going to meet Clean soon. And these are some really cool. He discovered these. They're from Taiwan. They're an exclusive. And so what it is, it's a Devil May Cry DMC game. However, it's bundled with a phone case. And they're in this awesome pack. So they were sold as like phone case PS3 bundles. So this one's for a Samsung Galaxy phone. And this one's the same, but it's got different artwork on it. So we've got 2 of them here. They're really, really cool pieces. Yeah, so big thanks to Clean for these ones. And again, as I said, you guys are going to meet Clean. He'll be on the podcast in a couple of weeks, so be sure to check that episode out. He's been going off collecting some really awesome subsets, so it's pretty impressive, so it should be a really fun episode. And the final game, again, from one of you guys. You guys love getting PS3 games in my collection. I really appreciate that. This was from Tristan. I've been helping Tristan get a heap of games, so he bought this one for me for the help, so I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, Tristan, but I'm very grateful for it, and it's definitely staying in the collection. This is Duke Nukem Forever, the King Edition. Now, this is actually an Australian exclusive that I've never found before. I've seen it for sale for stupid prices, but Tristan won it really cheap, which is really awesome. I'm stoked to have it in the collection. It's limited to 1,600 copies. This is number 694. Yeah, so it's cool to add 2 different Duke Nukem pieces to my PS3 collection this month. I'll have to do a big Instagram post for all the Duke Nukem pieces at some point. Alright, let's move into Nintendo. There's not much, but there is a little bit, so I'll grab that. I gotta have a little bit for May, because as you guys can see, I've picked up the new Zelda poster, and I've been playing the game. But this is the February, March, and April pickup video, so you guys will see that soon, maybe in a few months. But I have got some DS and 3DS games. Ooh, just caught it. So here we have Luigi's Mansion 2. For the 3DS, I got this one for a good price. I'm trying to collect first-party titles and games that I might like to play for the DS and the 3DS, as well as the Pokemon games. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion definitely ticks those boxes. And this next one definitely ticked the boxes. In fact, it was on my list. And that is Pokemon Black version 2. I paid, I think it was $70 for this one, which is quite a bit, but it goes for like close to $200 online, so I can justify that. Yeah, so Pokemon Black 2, really happy to have this one in the collection. Of course, everything's complete. I only add complete games to the collection these days. Alright, so we've got lots of PS2 there. I might show that at the end, so let's grab the PS4 stuff. Alright, so start off with one slipcover, and that is Drive Club, the special edition. I really like the slipcover on this one. I got it for a good price too. And we got a bunch of games in no particular order. First we have Digimon World. This is next order. Yeah, next order. I would like to get every Digimon game. I know there's one I'm missing on PS4. I think there might be one or two on the PS2 that I'm missing, and maybe one on the PS1. So it's a set that I will complete at some point in the future. I grew up watching Digimon as a kid, the cartoon, so it's a little bit nostalgic for me. Here we have Hot Wheels Unleashed. I've heard this is really fun, so yeah, I might give this a go at some point. Kart races are fun, and I'm sure the Hot Wheels video games are going to be good too. I've never actually played one. Here's one that I found on the Facebook Marketplace. It's a New Zealand exclusive, so I jumped on the chance to get it. And that is Rugby Challenge 3, the All Blacks edition. It's got a very thick manual as well. So I'm absolutely stoked to have this one in the collection. Yeah, looking for this for the PS3 took me a very long time. So I jumped to the chance to get it on PS4. Another game from one of you guys. Again, this is from Denvi. Thanks so much for this one, man. This is a Spanish exclusive, I believe. And it's called Rolling Bob. It's an interesting looking game that really uses the controller like other games don't, as you guys can see. There aren't actually any copies on eBay, so you know, when you talk about rare games, if you can't find it on eBay, that usually ticks the boxes. So I'm pretty happy to have this one in the collection. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. Let's keep getting into it, guys. Here we have Earth 4. This is the deluxe edition. Just your run-of-the-mill game, shovelware title, but I got it pretty cheap, so why not? One that I am after. Unfortunately, this is not the Australian version, but because I got it for a good price, I will put it in the collection as like a placeholder until I can upgrade to the Aussie version. This is Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition. It includes all the DLC, which for Dark Souls 3 is absolutely amazing. Here we have Space Hulk Deathwing, the Enhanced Edition. I believe there's 3 Space Hulk games for PS4, which is insane. Here we have a VR title. This is the Impatient. I said that I've only got one Digimon game left, and that was including the one I'm about to show you guys, so it's not the last one. But I did pick up Digimon Survive, the newer Digimon title. I do like the new Banco Namco logo at the front too. And finally for the PS4, we've got NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. It sort of looks like NBA Jam with the big heads and everything. Alright guys, that leaves us with the PS2. And I'm just surprised at how many PS2 games I've picked up. It's by far more than any system. It's more than double what we just said in PS4 games. So yeah, this should be fun. This is the last V8 Supercar game I needed, and it is V8 Supercar Australia Race Driver. I didn't realise it was a not to be sold separately copy when I picked it up, but it doesn't really bother me. It's still a black label copy. Here we have Call of Duty 2, big red one, the Collector's Edition. Another game that was on my list, Jack 3. I'm pretty happy to have this one in the collection. I want to get all the Jack games on the PS2. I won't be going for the PS4 ones because they're just way too expensive. Here we have Thomas and Friends, Day at the Races. A lot of these PS2 games are going to be shovelware, but I paid $2 to $3 for most of these. Some of them were free, some of them were $1. A few of them I paid up for. I'll try and let you guys know when those ones pop up. Here we have SpongeBob SquarePants. Lights, camera, pants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Here we have Robin Hood's Quest. This one is Clever Kids, Dino Land. Now these next two games I paid $8 for. But when you see them, you're definitely going to agree that was a good purchase. So we have Sly 3 and Sly Raccoon. So these are two of the Sly Cooper games. I'm missing number 2 still, so I'm hoping to find number 2 in the future. I had heaps of fun playing these when I was a kid. Here we have Hummer Badlands. Perfect Ace Pro Tournament Tennis. Pinball Hall of Fame. I do love playing pinball games, so if I see one I don't own, especially for a good price, I will pick it up. We've got Caveman Rock. Another Phoenix title. What more can you say? This one is Siphon Filter, the Amiga strain. We've got IndyCar series. Taito Legends 2. This one here is The Sum of All Fears. We've got Stuart Little 3, Big Photo Adventure. Cabela's Outdoor Adventures. And Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. This one is Midway Arcade Treasures 1. Again, as I said, most of these are shovelware. There is one exciting one coming up though. We've got Smarty's Meltdown. I like the artwork on this one. Buzz, the Mega Quiz. And finally, I did pay up for this one. It was $50, which is still a good price. But yeah, it's more than I like to spend on PS2 games. And that is Silent Hill 2. This is the paperback edition. There is a case for it as well, which I hope to get one day, but I'm pretty happy to have this one in the collection. There's still a few more Silent Hill games to get, but again, knocking one out of the list is really exciting. Hey guys, it's been another video. It's been a while. I want to get some more videos out for you guys soon. Again, this was February, March, and April of my video game pickups for 2023. I've already picked up a few more in May. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm picking up on a daily basis, my Discord channel is the best place to see that. I post every single one of my pickups in Discord. There's a little group where I post the pickups and it helps me find them for these videos so I don't miss anything. If you guys want to join the Discord, there's a link below. We've also got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere. There's a Patreon now for the podcast as well as Patreon for my channel. We have got a quiz series that will be coming out soon. It's already up on Patreon, the first few episodes. How it's going to work is I'm filming the entire series. I'm going to edit everything, and once it's all done, we'll be releasing one video a week. It's definitely the biggest project I've ever attempted. It's not just me, Pavel, Joe Rad, and we've got 8 different contestants. So it's a lot of people who have put effort into this series. If you're a fan of the quiz from the podcast, just think of it like that, but times 10. Like, these episodes are going to be half an hour each, multiple rounds, more interesting questions, different styles of rounds. Yeah, it's going to be really fun, guys. I'm really excited to be showing you guys this on YouTube. It will be out this year. I can't promise you guys a date right now because we haven't finished filming yet. We're about halfway through filming, so expect to see it in a few months. If you guys want to see it early, you can become a member on the YouTube channel for $1 or join the Patreon for $2. And I'll upload every episode unedited early. Otherwise, it's going to be free at some point. So yeah, it will be out. But I'm really excited for this, guys. As well as that, the podcast is going really awesome. We've got 5 or 6 more guests lined up with some really exciting guests. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As always, I've been Figsy. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.